What's going on? Just give me 1 second here. I just need to log into my character really quick. I know we're on a block screen right now, so just give me 1 second here, and I will get it up and running for you guys. So guys, the next raid that we will be doing in our journey is called the Stone Vigil, which is a level 41 quest. Oops, let me turn it down. So we have quite a few quests before we get there, but we will be on the road to that. Okay, we are out of the... Here we are, guys. We're getting logged in here. So we just, in the last episode, we just defeated the naval, just defeated Titan. Let me turn this up again. Okay. I recognize you now, Ryuk. Allow me for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should presently being removed from the walking sands and prepared for transport here. What are you doing?
Dad just spoiled the James Bond movie for me.
Why?
I was about to ask him if he wanted to go to it, and he's like, oh, I don't want to see James Bond die, and I was just sitting there in the kitchen like, are you kidding me?
Dad. Well, because Dad asked me how it was.
Yeah.
And he said he wasn't going to see it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just show you the ending then, because he wanted to know what the ending was like.
Yeah.
And I told him that James Bond died, so he knew about it, but I didn't know he was going to go tell that to you.
I was like, Dad, that's why they released trailers, so there's so much suspense, and he dies.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, James Bond dies! But no, he's in the kitchen, washing dishes, he looks at me, oh, James Bond dies. I'm like, thank you?
Wow. Nice.
Just spoiled the whole... Now I can't even go see it. I won't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. No, not with that spoiler, you won't.
Yeah. It's like telling someone that's about to watch Infinity War that Thanos kills half the people.
Yeah.
It's the whole movie, the build-up, just gone.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people when Darren worked at the movie theater back in Virginia. This is at the movie theater, so we got free tickets or whatever. Yeah. And a bunch of people that worked there as well actually spoiled it for him. And wasn't even thinking about it, but spoiled it. He was so mad. So we saw a different movie.
I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah.
Hate spoilers.
I know. Make sure you close the door on your way out.
Yep.
If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you to find closure. Alright, so we're gonna go back. And I said the walking sands. I don't know why I want to keep saying the walking sands, but it's actually the waking sands. But we're going to go back to the waking sands. We're going to speak with the merchants outside the waking sands. On our way to Waking Sands again. Hey, you don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll tell you, or not that I'll turn you anyway, or not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go outside and see the colonies for yourself. Which was the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I see you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Nah, never mind. Anyway, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of the folks starting to turn. Gross. We're gonna gather these corpses. These are fallen scions. Alrighty. So we're gonna carry the corpses to the carriage. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next badge and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. But ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Alright, so there's 4 more we gotta collect here. And there's the fallen sylph. So see it. Alright. Come on, come on. Let's finish this before I die of old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lift yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that the work here is done. Alrighty. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that, in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carrots from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with the sylphic traditions. Alright. This one is surprised to see Walking One a little soulless. How can these ones assist Walking One? Neuroxia! But this one does not understand. Gumuxio. This one has heard much wailing. This one will know what has caused us distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace. But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuroxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one, at once. So, not only Neuroxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuroxia! Neuroxia went to Thandalin at the best of this one. Walking One was with Neuroxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuroxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuroxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuroxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Neuroxia's death to be for naught. These ones will fight. Going back to camp. Drabo. Alrighty. We thank you for your service to the Church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lichyot. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends? If so, I remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest, and set aside your burdens for now, Ryuk. I am not imagining it, Ryuk. I know I'm being watched. This is different, Sinister. It is as if I am, under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Alrighty. you were attacked, weren't you? Wait, you were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Illud must hear this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen only on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who is watching Marquise was... Make haste, you can't dry bone at once. You must summon the immortal flames before more Imperial will come.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
I forgot that Marquise is Cid.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
I totally forgot that Marquise is Cid. Totally forgot that. I totally forgot all about that. Cid becomes a huge part in The Realm Reborn from this point on.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, Our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Here's the Sid we know.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would be at least be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Ryuk. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity. Much like the great Guru Wall of Ulda, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Corythus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgorth Float. The closest element to Corythus may have the Serpent station there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Ryuk. So we're gonna go Falgord, Float. Alrighty. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Ah, I need to refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago. Clearly bound for Corythus. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, please speak with the Vort Fort of Florentel Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Don't you worry about that, I got the whole thing covered. You have come in search of Vortfort. Then well met, for you I have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Corthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartanel, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits in the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Corthus. The astrologians of the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Isgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind the gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may design to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldier who guards the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt that they would accept aid freely offered. Alright, so we're going to a whole new place. So, gotta see how to get over there, the easiest way to get over there. So probably the Black Shroud. So if I go to Black Shroud, that's Thanolin. I have to try to remember how to get over there. Redania, North Shroud. Oh, it's right there actually. Wow, I should have knew that. Discovered a new location. Brand new location, guys. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Hello and have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search for the wilds to the rest for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform. That of House Durandare is mine. Interesting. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my supervisor that the heretics are operating within the region. Fare thee well, my friend. No! I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may use the records. Pray proceed to the observatorium, and introduce yourself to Edmel. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovoy be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with the heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you will persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Folemort above. You got it. Way up above. Holy crap. Oh, Jesus. He is way up here. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what is it you asked? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not for some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the instruction, Folemort, or pardon the intrusion, Folemort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I didn't realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gourmet, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandar knights from the heretics. Doubtless they feel in debt to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to the temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, sir? I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologer. There may be a way I can assist you, but it will require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Vigil in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well, it would be great comfort to me. Sure thing. I got it. Ow. Don't you worry, I got this. I know what I'm doing. Kinda. I remember this area. Yes, indeed, I remember this area. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work with the Ffxiv railway, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Oh, wait, who are you? You are not the one of our knights. A man of House Durandare could not be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. I'm gonna head over to Foundation really quick and then turn to the 8th right while I'm here. Might as well. This is Dragonhead. Whee! Alright, now let's go where we need to go. Going up, 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 going up. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are too eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in this regard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Right, let's get back out here. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and saved a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to the 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time. Wouldn't you agree? Be right back, guys. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task would take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would be very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remained, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to the house Harlanarte, furthering improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Alright. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... But wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Ffxiv, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Furry takes me a Dragon rosary in the possession of Lord Ffxiv? Yet perhaps it's not so difficult to fathom. House Hardenard's is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with with House Hardenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Isgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. What? This is what I'm talking about. So now we have the Rose and the Unicorn. Let's go to Coastal del Sol. For our next mission here. Because now we are level 40. Whee. Okay. Surveying, 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 surveying. There we go. Boy. Jeez. There we go. All right. Whee! All right. Little Tempest. So the next one is going to be at level 45. Alright, so now I have Inner Beast, and I got Lethal Tempest. So Inner Beast delivers an attack with a potency of 350, and then delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Okay, that's gonna be a good one to have. So let me go to my action and traits, and then let me go to my actions, and then I'll set a hotbar. Let's set this right here. And then we're going to do this one, and we'll set that right there. There we go. Sweet. Now I want to face an enemy and test this out. Ooh, I like that. Alright, I like that. Alrighty. So now we can go ahead and go back to down here, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go back down here, just get where we need to be at. So once you get to level 45, we'll do the next warrior job crest. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like to content videos, and I will see you all in the next one.